We have a Storm Spirit this game.
You really do. It's almost as if they knew.
They did.
G's going to be playing the Storm, and this is a kind of great Storm game. Like, he should do really well. I think against this type of lineup when he has this incredibly short.
Right, FNG, he actually lands that one. G's going to get close enough to land an extra right click. He actually grabs a haste rune and is going to try and do battle up against Kuro. He's trying to get to the safety of Puppey, but Puppey's like, not me, man. I don't want to be anywhere near that one. First blood does go to God.
Yeah, the reason why Puppey can't help him there in that situation is because what are you going to do? You've got 1 level of Midnight Pulse and 2 levels of Demonic Conversion. You don't even want to trade HP at that point. Just go back to your jungle, save time, but this is really going to help G in this mid lane. I think with the kill, it definitely puts him a lot further ahead of S4 when it comes to farm. You can't just dive him and punish him and get just that additional level on him. He's going to get level 6 with that. Just roll back to base.
Oh, Kuro's been caught here. DK Phobos hits him with the Fissure, and they need another right click. Kuro saving his own life with the shackles, but he'll die eventually. DK Phobos is the one to secure the last hit and will be able to get himself not only the Tranquil Boots, but also the Soul Ring's going to be coming in soon for him. This really speeds up the farming time of the Earthshaker. Yeah, now the Storm Spirit, this is the benefit. You go to the jungle, you TP top, you can bottle your offlaner once, and then they can dive Arteezy if he wants. He's not level 6 yet. They've got the Fissure available. They're just going to set this up real nicely. Yeah, the chain stun's easily going to overwhelm a squishy hero like Arteezy on that Luna. So free pickoff, things going quite well. Much better for Virtus.pro than they did in game number 1. Yeah, and G can just sit up here for a little bit. He can rotate to the jungle if he wants. There is an Eidolon just watching that top room because he wants to secure it for S4, but... First, why do you think that is? I mean, it would seem like as the safe lane farmer, that global silence is still going to be critical for Storm Spirit when he goes for these ganks. I think it's just so that he has a little bit more lane control, but I think he should have at least gotten a level, because Puppey can just go for plays like this. S4, yeah, he's going to pop both the ultimates there. They will be able to pick up that quick kill on G's Storm Spirit. Well worth the double ults. Yeah, that slows down the momentum of the Storm Spirit so much, who has been relying on ganking to get farm, but still, VP's doing a really good job of keeping up with rotations. Luna's one of those heroes that is incredibly weak in the laning phase. And he has to dodge this Light Strike Array, will not be able to, and here comes the nukes. He gets popped real quick. Arteezy actually makes his rotation. He pops the ultimate, but VP, they're going to stay grouped up together and try and fight up against Arteezy. The nukes are there, they get the kill, but S4, he has the double damage rune, gets the kill on Lil, and they get the stun. 3 kills for S4. Still, though, they picked up a kill on Zai as well as Arteezy's Luna. That's really going to set back that Luna quite a bit. It's not the worst thing in the world for VP. I think it was Matt who I was talking to yesterday, and he said, the thing that's crazy about playing against the Queen of Pain is that you know you only have 2 or 3 seconds to start a gank, and then you're dead. Light Strike Array lands on him, the chain stuns, and again, there's not much he can do. In a 2 versus 1 scenario, Shackles doesn't do anything for you. Yeah, but S4, perfect rotations. That's that blink buff, you know? You TP to that bottom tier 1 tower, and you instantly come in every single time. It does so much damage. B or Zai. I think that you still go for a mech on... Oh, they actually just get another kill. Beautiful pickup. Managed to get the silencer. S4 backs himself up a bit low, but they're going to be fine. VP are just going to focus on this tier 1 tower in the top lane. They know it's going to be a trade-off. A little bit unfavorable for them, but still. Got to be what they focus on, especially with FNG that one quite efficiently. We also saw Puppey and S4 coming in and taking some of it. Jump in, Fissure leading the way. Arteezy looks like he's going to be popped here. They use the global silence just to make sure God is going to be fine. S4 comes in, silenced up. G does have enough for TP out, and there's no stuns coming out from Team Secret. So free kill and a walk away from VP. Yeah, and that's huge, because how often do we see Arteezy at 0-3 and 3 right now? At this phase of the game. FNG here, they know someone is around. Meanwhile, S4 still managed to pick up the kill there on the Visage. Going back to that bottom lane, though, the Laguna Blade getting put out on Zai, brings him a little low. God has a lot of mana, jump forward, and will start going for Arteezy, locking him down. Beautiful choice. They do not want to let Arteezy get off his ultimate. And that's a 4th death for Arteezy, and although S4 is snowballing really hard on this Queen of Pain, it's still a Queen of Pain. Like, one of the limitations of the heroes, and what it makes it kind of poor as like your strong hero, which is getting a lot of farm, is that she still doesn't have a lot of HP. And if you feed a 5-0 spree
to somebody like a Storm Spirit, all of a sudden they jump ahead of you.
Right.
So he has to be so careful about how he dives, and there's a lot of different heroes on the side of VP that can punish him. There's a Global Silence. DK Phobos is getting closer and closer to that they can do to counter it, and G's gonna die right here.
Yeah, they jump in, already slowing him down with the silence there. They should be able to pick up the kill. Search run forward, and sure enough, the Orchid pops, and G does go down. So now that they see that Orchid, it's been revealed. You said there was very little options that VP have to deal.
Just kind of have to play the guessing game. Like you counter initiate wherever S4 decides to go.
Oh, Kuro. They needed a Fissure. There it is. DK Phobos finds it at the tail end of... He's actually going to get close to that Blink Dagger, which could be one of the ways they counter.
Oh, S4 is going to kill...
Yeah, they're going to try and chase him down, run him down the last right click. He managed to get him. DK Phobos running forward with the Echo Slam, managed to slow down Puppey. In chance... Oh, no. He stunned up Arteezy from that Lucent Beam. And the Glimmer Cape picked up by Puppey allows him to get out. I was going to talk about that. The Glimmer Cape in conjunction with the...
In this phase of the game, you're just using the Glimmer Cape.
Uh-oh, FNG runs right into S4. God's going to be there. He will have their turnaround. They need the Familiars to drop. Global Sound's going to become up as well, and S4 will go down with the help of FNG's nukes. Incredibly important kill. Will slow down the Queen of Pain, and a plus side that FNG barely survives as well.
And that just gives G 800 gold. He's going to go for the Bloodstone right now.
The smoke up, this could be a prime opportunity for VP. This actually beautiful Fissure block, keeping two away from the Roshan pit. They're kind of separating these heroes, dodging around Puppey as best as possible and try and pop Kuro. God jumps in, going for that one. Laguna Blade gets laid out. They manage to bring a couple heroes low. God gets away with that Orchid. Oh, there goes FNG, getting blown up by S4's ultimate. Gets Illidan on the side as well as it blinks forward. Now the Black Hole controlling God while they finish up more heroes. Lil managed to get Arteezy towards the end as he's being chased down. God jumps forward ahead of S4, trying to get out of this one, but the Malphus is there, stunning him up, uses Soul Ring for the last bit of jump. There's an Invis room, but he can't quite get there in time. S4 will get the kill, triple for him. In the meantime, Zai brought a little low, but Lil did manage to get away with DK Phobos.
And that was just really good team play by Secret. They help each other out for as long as possible. It takes way too long for Crow to die, and I think they just entered the Roche pit again. They didn't even drop the wards the first time around. Arteezy's about to...
That Blink Dagger is actually incredibly low. He's at 250 HP. If Roshan hits him once right here, almost getting it. They need just a long-range nuke. FNG, he gets it. Lil, with the one familiar, jumps inside the pit, gets that kill. Now FNG, kind of stuck here. Puppey's actually going to be silenced up. Global Silence on top of that one. Illidan really wants this kill, but the Glimmer Cape's keeping him alive. Meanwhile, S4, he's inside the pit against Roshan, mano a mano, but he's got to blink away. Arteezy, he turns around. He doesn't have the ultimate. No defensive measures what's here. He gets taken out for the 6th time this game in 17 minutes, and Roshan down to 2k HP. Team Secret looks like they're just gonna have to give this one up.
Oh, this is gonna be so awful if they lose this. G's about to get a Aegis right now. It's so low. It's so hard for them to kill him in the first place. They have to commit so much to it. It's 100% them in the jungle, and G's gonna spot this right now.
Yeah, they do have vision. They're gonna start moving forward. He actually jumps to the background, going straight for Puppey. No chance for a Black Hole, but they do get a Vacuum Sonic Wave combination that already takes out Illidan. Huge kill there, and now the Black Hole's still there to be able to control God. S4 comes back for that double, and now Team Secret have found their opening. They're gonna try and clean up more, but no one else from VP is around.
Oh, they're gonna lose their courier at the same time.
Wow. Didn't have anything on it, but it's still a big time pickoff. They blew a lot and won't be able to go straight for the Roshan pit, but it is up. It's something that Virtus.pro have to keep in mind.
They want to waste the Aegis.
And Illidan, there it is. Jump in, Arteezy are going to be able to grab him instantly. Hexed up though, and G in some serious trouble. He's trying to get rid of that Aegis. The Global Silence is popped, and G will actually jump himself away. VP maybe waiting for the counter initiation. Arteezy came forward, lost his BKB. They're going to chain set him down. He's actually been hit, and there goes immediately. The Black Hole's gone. Arteezy couldn't even get off his ultimate. DK almost left to S4. They've already taken 2. Can they get more? FNG gets popped by S4, but S4 is being controlled by G. He gets taken out. God, Puppey, he's going to be able to get away. No, he couldn't TP out in time. Illidan, he's going to go down to the right clicks of the illusions from the wall. Sadly, the carry of Virtus.pro falls, but it's still a great fight for VP.
Yeah, they get G to neutral, Bloodstone charges. They get a lot of kills out of that. I mean, looking at the fight recap, it's almost a 2.5k net worth swing, and it's only Kuro right now that's at top lane to defend that. You wasted a BKB charge from Artur. He didn't get his ultimate off, and They do have buybacks, but you want to force those at this point.
Yeah, one of the best things about winning that fight for VP was that it was right in front of Team Secret's base, and you can go immediately to pushing down these tier 3 towers. Orchid it up, Kuro just charges right in there. There's the vacuum, but Kuro's still going to be popped by this Orchid, and G has enough mana to be able to jump out if he needs to. He wants the tier 3 tower first. In fact, he might want Zai as well. Oh no, they actually lost 2. G immediately TP's out, Lil to follow him. Arteezy couldn't get there in time for the Listen Beam to stop that TP out. So 23-18 Virtus.pro. They need this win in game number 2 to stay alive in the International. And they can't overextend. VP are ready for a response. In fact, now they've caught S4. Yule Scepter, Light Strike Array, trying to burst him down as fast as possible. S4 does go down. He does not have the buyback. There goes DK Phobos. Echo Slam on 2. Trying to pop Arteezy. They get Poppy as well. Kuro's now going to be caught on top of Light Strike Array, and Team Secret may have just fallen apart in this team fight as they don't get anybody out of VP. Poppy's already bought back. Zai going to be able to get another 3-man vacuum, but Poppy's knocked down by these familiars. He turns around, but God surges forward with the Fissure on top. They will be able to get this kill. Crimson Guard damn, but they're all low. Zai has to make a big play right here. He managed to pick up 1 already. Zai gonna get turned around up with a 3. A Virtus.pro triple kill. Team Secret get wiped inside of their own base.
And nobody from Secret at this point have a buyback. They're just going to have to wait this out. 59 gold remains for that Queen of Pain buyback.
Being completed, the
BKB, they're gonna run into each other.
They're actually going to go for this one. Smoked up Team Secret. This is going to be the end here. Jump in, already grabbing Poppy, Orchid it up. They're going to try and burst him down. No black hole opportunities, but he gets away with the Glimmer Cave. Now the global sounds good. It's laid down. Kuro's going to fall to God, and Arteezy gets zapped by FNG, who turns around and gets the Light Strike Array. They chain stun down S4. Now Illidan, he's going to be able to fight up against Arteezy as well. Picks up that kill. GG! Virtus.pro will take game number 2 and keep their hopes alive in this tournament.
Just masterfully played by them. That Roche Pit fight where they were able to keep things going. They get the Aegis multiple times on G. Just outplaying Secret when it mattered. And I mean, that was about as close as it gets. That top fight cemented things for them, but Virtus.pro well played, and this was a team victory. There was no real standout player here. Everybody just collectively